Hi beauties, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm Jenny Beauty, and today we are going to be doing a wear test on a foundation. This foundation is from The Ordinary and it is literally $7 and it has really hyped up reviews. So I wanted to test it out on my skin and see what I think of it. So if you would like to see what I think, please just keep on watching. Alright guys, first and foremost, my husband is chopping wood outside, so if you hear a chainsaw, please be patient with me. Maybe he won't take too long, but I'm not gonna stop him because if I stop him, he won't do it again. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this foundation is called the Coverage Foundation. It is supposed to be very high coverage, and it says dispense a small amount into the palm or the back of your hand, smooth on face, and blend throughout the face, ideally outward from the midpoint. It really doesn't have any claims on the box here. It just says it's a full coverage foundation. It comes with 30 mils. And it is from the brand The Ordinary, which if you don't know what that is, it is a really cheap skincare line. And I've purchased a few things from them and I heard these foundations were super good. So I definitely wanted to go ahead and give it a try. So yeah, I've got the shade 2.0 in, which is light medium neutral. And I'm just going to try it out and do a little wear test today. So I will say first off, this packaging is really cute. It is a plastic bottle and then it has a pump on it. The pump is kind of like a NARS kind of packaging feeling, and then the bottle, I appreciate that it's plastic. One, it brings the cost down, and then two, it's not gonna break when you travel. So what's nice about this is it has a lock on the lid. Since it doesn't come with an actual lid, you just twist it one way to unlock and the other way to lock it. So that's pretty cool. I actually don't mind that. I will say it's probably more prone to spill just because that little switch can be turned pretty easily in a bag, but I haven't had an issue with it yet. So, and you can always keep this little box to put it in if you want. So yeah, let's just give it a shot. I bought the primer that you're supposed to use with this. So this primer is also from The Ordinary. It's called the High Adherence Silicone Primer. And I'm just going to put that on one half of my face. I'm gonna put it on the right side. And then I'm gonna put my regular primers on the left side just so I can see which side looks better, if it makes a difference. The primer is like a lotion consistency, and it's supposed to keep everything on for a long time. And I believe it's supposed to blur the pores as well. All right, and then the other side, I'm just going to use my Professional. Okay, so now I'm just gonna use Professional on this side. All right, and then I'm going to just pop on the foundation. Hopefully this is my color. And I'm just gonna use this sponge on both sides of my face just to make it fair, because I literally just never use a brush. So I just squirted 2 pumps and I'm gonna kind of dot it all around. So far the color looks fine. Let's see what it looks like when it's blended out. Okay, so this is 1 layer or 2 pumps of the foundation. It is pretty full coverage. I wouldn't say it's like the most full coverage thing I've ever put on my face, but it did cover pretty much everything. I don't really feel like I need another layer. I probably will put on 1 more pump just to see how it builds up. But so far, it's looking pretty good. Right next to my nose right here, there is a little bit of clinging, but I exfoliated my face yesterday, not today. So that could be why. It's not clinging on this side though, so it could be the primer. I'll have to keep that in mind. But let me just add 1 more pump and see what it looks like. All right, so that was with 1 more pump. I will say that it did build up pretty well. It still looks good. And I think the color is good. I don't know if you guys can tell. I feel like these lights are kind of washing it out. But for me, like in person, it looks like it matches. And I am getting pretty pale now, so it's pretty light. Okay, so far, the only thing I'm noticing is just right here around my nose, a little bit on this side, and then down on my chin, it just looks like it's kind of settling into the dryness that I have, which I don't know. I mean, if that's happening, I would say if you have dry skin, this might not be your favorite. But I'm just going to go ahead and apply the rest of my makeup. Everything else looks good. It doesn't feel like super sticky. There's definitely, it does transfer, so I do want to make sure that I set this. But otherwise, it's not settling into fine lines on my forehead or my mouth yet. So I'm just going to set my face and do my makeup like I normally would, and then I'll be right back to tell you how that went. Guys, so I just finished my makeup, and in case you're wondering, this lipstick, I'm obsessed. I gotta tell you what it is. Okay, it is the Morphe and Orpha, I believe is who it is, collab. It comes with a lipstick and a lip liner, and it is just so pretty. I love the combination of the lip liner and the lipstick together, and it feels really, really comfortable on the lips. I've never tried a Morphe liquid lip before, but this I totally recommend, and I'm pretty sure it's probably limited edition, so I'm sorry if it's sold out, but I just had to tell you, this is really nice. Okay. Anyways, so I finished my makeup, I applied everything on top of it. I will say, as I was applying powders and things, I felt like the foundation might be a little bit like sticky up underneath, but everything blended out pretty nicely. I think it looks like it normally does, so I guess I can't complain. I set my face with the Morphe setting spray. If you don't have this in your life, I promise I don't have a code, but you need this in your life, seriously. Like, it takes the cakiness from under your eyes and just makes it look so much better. Like, I'm not lying to you guys, seriously, that setting spray is the bomb. Okay, so let's talk about the foundation. Up here on my forehead, I have a couple little fine lines, and it is kind of sinking in a little bit. I did set my face, but I will say it does feel like a smidge tacky, especially on the forehead. It's not setting into my smile lines though, really. And then the sides of my nose pretty much look the same as when I applied it. It's just got a little bit of cakiness or like clinging, I guess, to it. And also a little bit down on the chin. Otherwise, everything looks really good. It looks really pretty. It's not cakey. No more than any of my other foundations. And so far, I'm liking it. So, yeah. I applied this at like 3:30, so I'm going to go do some things, and then I will come back and I will tell you how it looks in a couple hours. So, stay tuned. Alright guys, so I just remembered that I forgot to show you guys a close-up of the foundation. And I also took a photo with the flash on so you could see it does have flashback. I did just try it and it does. So that is something to keep in mind if you're going to like an event at night and they're going to be using flash photography. I wouldn't wear this. So yeah, let's do a close-up. I don't know if you can see, but like it's just clinging here around my nose and then on my chin. But otherwise, I feel like it looks pretty good, pretty natural on the skin if you ask me. But yeah, okay, I'll check in a little later. Alright guys, so I am back with an update on this foundation. As I said earlier, this foundation only costs $7, which is actually probably cheaper than most drugstore foundations these days. Honestly, they're getting up in like the $15 range. So yeah, let's just see how it's going. I applied the foundation at about 3:30 and now it's 9:30, so give or take like 6 hours. Honestly, I haven't done much today. I went to the store, messed with the possum in my garage. You know, normal everyday things. So anyways, let's just see how it's looking. Okay, so I will say that like right here on the cheeks, it looks like it's come off just a little bit, like right up underneath where my concealer is, because like this is really full coverage, and then down here it kind of looks like it's got a little less coverage on it. The clinging around my nose and down on my chin really isn't much different from when I first applied it. And then this foundation must be on the matte side because honestly it's held up pretty well. I have a couple of little like oily spots up here on my forehead, but really, I mean, it's not bad for 6 hours. and I'm not one who like touches up my face a lot. So I mean, I would totally rock it like this. Like, I don't mind that much oil on my forehead. Honestly, it's not a problem for me. Eyelines, we are getting some settling in there now. Not too bad on the forehead though. I mean, just a little bit, but nothing too crazy. And it doesn't look like super cakey or anything. It's kind of like settling into the skin really nicely, except for around the smile lines. And then my nose has worn off just a smidge, but I mess with my nose a lot. Like, I'm always itchy on my nose, and it's just one of those things. So yeah, I mean, here and on the tops of the cheeks is where it's been wearing off a little bit. I wouldn't say it's my favorite foundation in the world, but it's definitely worth the $7. I also purchased the serum foundation from The Ordinary as well. I haven't really used that either, so I'm excited to try that. If you guys want to see a wear test on that as well, just let me know. But the only thing I will say about this foundation is I do think I went a little too light on the shade, mostly because my husband was like, what's up with your makeup today? And I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean? And he said, you kind of look like Chinese, like your face is so light. And I'm like, okay, maybe I did go a little light. So yeah, I will say I probably picked the wrong shade. I should have went a little darker. But otherwise, I would say I give this foundation like 1 thumbs up. I don't think it's the best thing ever. I definitely see myself wearing it again. More down the line when I get a little bit lighter. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to see more videos like this one. Have a great day, and I hope you enjoyed this video.